Glad you're all with us. Okay, you know, it's just a matter of time. This is no big surprise. The UFC buys out Strikeforce, so they're starting to assimilate a lot of the Strikeforce talent. It was said earlier that they're hoping that coming up very soon they will have Gilbert Melendez among the latest to join officially the UFC fold. That has happened already with some of the Strikeforce fighters, which basically leaves one of the last guys standing, Luke Rockhold, to defend his title. How will that happen? When will that come up? And will it be against, say, Tim Kennedy, for example? Well, who would know that better probably than Luke?
Let's ask him.
Let's ask him. Luke, while you're here, since you're in the neighborhood, is this you know, I mean, you might have the last belt ever in Strikeforce.
Last of Mohicans over here, right?
You might be. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's all up in the air right now. I hear a lot of different things, but I can't confirm anything. You know, I don't want to get in trouble. But the bosses. But I think Tim is out there, and there's a good chance of us fighting. We'll see. Maybe there's a couple shows left on the contract, so I'm ready to fight Tim. I know we've been scheduled a couple times to fight. For some reason, it hasn't happened. I don't know why, but you know, I'm ready to get it on. So I mean, Tim, I'm already back in training. I'm starting to get back in shape here, and I hit like 214 the other night, and I was like, oh God,
Ooh.
I gotta start getting back into shape. I gotta carry myself a little different now. I got the belt, so can't get too far out, and I'm ready to get back. I'm hungry, and I'm on track.
And let's face it, for you, it doesn't matter who you're fighting or where you're fighting. You still got to fight. If it's under the UFC umbrella, if it's Strikeforce, whatever the moniker would be, it's your fight. You got to go out there.
Yeah, I got to step my game up. I realized a lot of things about myself that last fight. I've never had a fight go past the first round, and this was a learning experience for me, and for better, for worse. And so
it's always for better.
For better, yeah. You know,
it was against Jacare. That was very impressive.
So you know, I chased a little much, and I think I did a lot of things. I'm going to sit back a little more and just, you know, sit on my punches and different stuff. You know, so I just I learned a lot, and I'm already, you know, learning a lot in the gym, and I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna get better from this.
It's like you're like John Jones also. Not a great amount of fights, and you're a champion. You got like 9 fights and have a belt. That's very impressive, you know. And then stopping everybody, except on Jacare. But Jacare is considered the top dog. He's a really game opponent.
I couldn't believe it. Going in that 4th round, I was like, is this happening right now? I was like, really? I was like, no way. And I knew I had to win too, because I knew it was such a tough fight. I was like, I got to fight too.
I think your brother partied really hard, because I met him at the airport. He was rushing through, and he asked everybody if they could go in front of us because he was late for his flight.
He goes,
I'm a brother.
He told me that story. Awesome.
Those are the perks, right?
Thanks, boss.
Those are the perks.
Home, you know?
Let me ask you guys, toughest training partner you have right now, Michael, who would that be?
Probably my older brother. He's always been my biggest competition, and we've always been going with each other all the way up through the ranks. He's always been my biggest competition, my biggest supporter, and it's the same for me to him.
Luke, I'm going to imagine, I know with AKA you can throw some out there. I'm going to say this. I'll bet your dad was the toughest in pickup basketball for you, because he played pro in Europe, and your brother, you never surf against him because he's a pro surfer.
Yeah, I can't
so it might make it easier to go to AKA after all. I don't know.
AKA was always been, my dad's 6'8", he's like 270, he wears size 18 shoes, he's a big man. So I used to challenge him a lot back in the day, but it didn't work out too good for me.
It's the perfect choice. Perfect choice for a wrestler to go to AKA.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I mean, it's AK is amazing. Of course, we got, you know, guys from top to bottom, Mo, and you know, Cain, of course, is the baddest man on the planet. So I mean, stepping in there with Cain, it's just like, it sucks, but I have to do it every once in a while. I'm trying to get my weight up a little bit, because I know he needs some sparring partners for Dos Santos. So
it's obviously paid off.
I'm about ready to get it.